morning, everybody. Uniquely Lady Charlotte, and I am on my way to facilitate a workshop for about 26 people, and I'm teaching them how to clean their apartments, basically, or their houses. A company asked me to come down and facilitate this workshop, which I'm deeply honored. I really am. I got some great hacks for them, good tips, tricks, things that make cleaning easier, things that make cleaning more enjoyable. So it should be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day out here in the Carolinas. See that? Look at that pretty Carolina sky. Okay, well, other states probably got that sky too. But I'm excited. Off work today to do this. Should be down here for about, see, my time frame to speak is about an hour, but there's an hour of preparation. So maybe about 2 hours that I'll be down here, and then hopefully I can use this to schedule some other workshops for the same purpose. So I'm not sure where I'm going yet, but when I get to the city that I'm going to, then I'll cut on the GPS. Anyway, been reading the news lately and saw some pretty interesting things. For example, you tell me what you think. I read an article, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard about. Read an article where there was a lottery group, and you were responsible for putting in your lottery money into the pool, and there's one particular guy who didn't seem to put his money in like everybody else, not on time. And so he would eventually, as he said, as it quoted him as saying in the paper, that they knew he would eventually pay it. And so the leader of the group, or the group organizer, kept texting him and saying, hey, are you still in the lottery pool? Because if not, then, you're just not if you don't pay, basically. So he was like, they said that he said, take my win, take what I owe you out of the lottery winnings if we win. Now my thing is, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Take my lottery winnings out, take what I owe you out of the lottery winnings if we win. So you basically think you get to play the lottery for free, and then eventually, if you feel like it, you'll pay up. That's how the article read to me. Okay, I don't actually know what happened, but that's how the article read to me. So the group actually won $20 million. Nobody told him. He hadn't actually paid, so nobody told him. He happened to be looking at TV one day, or reading in the paper, he said, one of those items. I mean, he saw something on social media, where the group of friends had won $20 million. And he was kind of like, well, damn, why ain't nobody called me? Why should they call you? You didn't pay your money. So now he's suing the group. For his part, I think it's $70,000. Okay, $70,000. I don't know how many people was in the group, but his part comes up to be $70,000, and he wants it. Or maybe it was $2 million and he gets 70. I don't know. Anyway, he wants his part, and he's taking all the members of the group and suing them. So we'll see how that comes out. The group's lawyer is saying he wasn't entitled to that money because he never actually paid for his part of the pool. So they don't owe him anything. But he says they know I eventually pay. I tell you what, this is going to be one costly lesson. If you don't win, this is going to be one costly lesson. So tell me what you think. Should he get paid because he eventually pays? Or should he not get paid because he didn't actually pay for his tickets or buy into the group pool? I mean, aren't you supposed to have a contract for that type of stuff? That should be more specific. You want to fall out with somebody, let it be over some money. You're going to fall out over some money, for sure. Let's see, what else did I read? Oh, let me slow down, because I'm coming through here like a hot knife through butter. Nice town, nice city. Whichever city I'm in, it's real nice. Oh, okay, all right. So I'm here. I just need to turn on my GPS in a moment. Let's see, what else did I read? A lot of killing going on, for sure. Now I see what my grandma meant when we in our last days. They keep saying that. It's like, oh, you always say that, but we still here. Are we here? We barely hear. I mean, hear by chance. I don't believe in chance like that, but I mean, the killing that's going on. Mothers killing children, the children killing their parents, the husbands killing wives, wives killing the husbands, children killing their grandparents. It's crazy. I just found out my rent went up by almost $200. So what I was paying was already kind of tight. So now my rent just went up close to $200. I'm gonna call them today because maybe that's a typo. I know maybe you're supposed to go up $30, $40 a year, $60 a year, $70 a year, but almost a whole $200 for the year. Yeah, maybe that's a typo. I got to check somebody about something. Let's see. Gas is high again, $4.19 over here in North Carolina, in my little town. It's just too much. It's just too much. People angry at each other. And then I'm looking at all these drugs they peddling online on TV. Some of the medicine I can't even pronounce, but the side effects. Y'all listen to some of them side effects. Suicidal thoughts, dry mouth, itchy anus. I mean, all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. Then we got the coronavirus, COVID, different types, different variants. Yeah, now I know what my grandma talking about. We in our last days. School not being in like it should have. A lot of kids are being left behind. Their parents can't help them. Some of them, with the way they do their work in school now, parents can't help your kids keep up. Kids don't want to listen. They get in their teenage years and they stuck in between being a grown-up and being a child, because you don't get to do both. You got to pick a side. If their little hormones is out of whack, they don't know if they're coming or going. They're sad and depressed, they're crying, killing their parents over joysticks. That's another thing I saw. Boy shot his mama. I read it this morning. Boy shot his mama on Mother's Day because she took away his Xbox controller or game system controller. And he shot her. Number one, where do teenagers get guns? They get them like they can get candy at the store. There was a story that happened a long time ago, not far from my house, up in the university area, the college area, up in the UNCC area, where a teenager, 13-year-old boy, raped a woman coming home from work or coming home from wherever, at about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. He in the parking lot waiting on a victim. He's 13 and he rapes this lady. That just, what I was getting ready to say was going to be my after 5 o'clock words. I was going to use my 5 o'clock language, but I'm not going to use my after 5 language. It's just so terrible, terrible, terrible. Can't let your kids go spend the night with anybody because you don't know who's in the house, what they doing. My grandma didn't play that, spend the night at somebody's house. And your friends couldn't come over and spend the night at our house. You don't know who's in the house. You don't know. Now with drugs, you don't know if they got fentanyl laying around. Or then they got the marijuana gummies, the CBD oil gummies, the THC gummies and candies and Gatorade and all that wonderful stuff I saw in Denver, Colorado. You don't know what you're drinking and what you're eating, laced with drugs. If they're not laced already, they're putting it in there on their own, and it's killing people. So you can't let your kids go anywhere. You can't let your teenagers go anywhere. You're scared to death for your college students, I would imagine. You're scared for your college student to go anywhere. And I didn't go to college, so I held this way by a GED. Praise to go out to all the people that obtained the GED, made it work for them. It's just scary out there. Now my kids are telling me, Mom, the world is crazy. The world is crazy. I said, I told you a long time ago the world was crazy, but you thought I was crazy because I was telling you the world is crazy. You got coaches, female coaches, having inappropriate sexual contact with the female athletes, and then the male teachers having sex with the male and the female students, and you can't send your kids to school to be safe. You can't send your kids to school to be safe. One time they were safe there. Now you just don't know. I just read this morning where a restaurant in Charlotte, somebody shot into the restaurant with 10 people inside. They were probably after one person. One person. And you done shut the restaurant up. And by my job, I'm right there at the hospital. And by my job, it pains me every time I see the helicopter take off. I pray and pray and pray that whoever they're going to get is going to be okay, because I hate to see that helicopter take off. So I know it's not good when that happens. People don't value life anymore. People don't value life. They don't value friendships. They don't value life. All that is enough to stress you out. No wonder people are doing more drinking and taking drugs. It's escapism. They just want to be happy. They just want to be happy. They just want to be happy. Trouble-free. So they escape by the use of drugs and the use of alcohol and self-sabotage and unhealthy habits, food, overindulgence in anything, just to have a moment of happiness, just to escape the troubles of the world. I tell you, this life is something else. It is something else. So anyway, I just came to just vent a little bit. You got any comments on anything that I said? Let's vent about it. Let's vent. I'm off today. I'm finna do this workshop. I'm sorry. Pollen and asthma. Pollen and asthma. Just vent. Let's just vent today. Let's not do any venting on politics. That's always a bad thing. Everybody got different opinions, you know. But so let's not talk about politics, and let's not talk about religion. But vent about something else. This is your time right now. Vent about something that's got you concerned. I don't care how long it is. Just let it go. Just put it out there. Just put it out here on this page, on this video. Put it out there. I don't care how long it takes you to type it. Let's just talk. Let's just talk our way through this. Maybe that's part of the problem too. People don't want to listen to each other. They won't take the time to talk to one another. But let's talk. Okay, so I'm gonna go. And if you saw a news story or heard of one, type it out. Let's talk about it. All right? Let's create a thread. All right, so I'm going to go because I'm about to my destination. I'm getting ready to cut on my GPS so I can get the rest of the way. All right, but I'll talk to you guys after I do my workshop. Let you know how it went, okay? All right, talk to you guys later. All right, bye.